Hey, how's it going? I've done lots of stuff, we don't have time to lose, so let me show you and get you up to speed. I made this lovely cart that serves as a bedroom, fully equipped. It lost a wheel sadly on the way, so it's stuck here forever. I wonder what that wheel is. Also sort of finished the building to trade the carrots, pumpkins and melons, and I got the first hire. He's a really nice guy. He will take our pumpkins and will give us in return some lovely emeralds. And here's how I'm keeping him in place, right? Because he's free to move in his 3 wide row, but this is essentially, let me show it actually from below, because we have a trapdoor here. See, what I did is create a gap and then fill it with the white carpet, and since the mobs don't see that as a walkable block, they just think this is a void and that they're going to take damage. So the way to keep him in place is essentially scare him to death. Hey guy. And then I had to add this, otherwise he will keep jumping up and down from here. But it's all good. He's almost happy. I also overhauled the farming area. Right now there's no villager here or here, which is the carrots and the potato, which I recently got. I'll show you in a bit. And I moved the beetroot guy over here. It's this smaller plot, but I think it looks a lot better overall, to follow the shape than do 3 squares. And they're not aligned. They look a lot better. And this, we don't talk about this, okay? So, this. I still need to get a couple of the guys here, but I specifically don't want them to be of this kind. I think this is the Savannah guy. Yeah, the red shirt. I want them to be blue shirts, because now we have a new breeder. If we can call him that, not sure. I'll show you where I found him. So, sailing straight east from our island, I found this ice peaks biome, and look how close it is. It's just there. So close. I can finally get me some ice. Finally. This is good stuff. I will also need a bit of blue ice. I need to see. Yeah, this is packed. Where to get it, and some normal ice, maybe. Not sure though. I spy with my little eye. Hey, that you can't insta-mine this. That sucks. You guys need to chill, otherwise I'll be forced to use the power of boats. You. Oh, no, not you. Oh. Well, that was a bad idea. Oh, that's a village. But I don't have the bad omen. I literally just killed them and I don't have the bad omen. Now if I go near them, is the display broken? Should I have an effect? Something like that on my head? Is this stupid? It could be really stupid. Could this be the time I finally find the potatoes? Come on. What are you? Yes! Oh, what do I do? Okay, I have 2 of these? Why? Why would I have 2? Oh, that was convenient. Oh, wait, actually, I need to sleep, otherwise these poor folks are gonna get killed. Relax, man. I got you covered. Yeah, you come now. Do your work, man. Useless golem. I will need to rate you to pay for my services. Oh. No, thank you. Okay, I think I have what I need. We came for ice, we came for potatoes, we came for carrots, and we got it all. Now my question, should I kidnap one of you to complete my collection? Hello, I think your doorbell is broken, guys. I'll just make myself welcome. There we go. There's a bad thief right here, so I think I'm gonna take that guy, and he's gonna come with me. If I can place the boat. This guy got in instead. Oh, he's a nitwit. Oh boy. Okay, you are coming with me then. You are the nice guy. And you and I, friend, are going on an adventure. I don't think the rest of the world needs to see this adventure because it's not gonna be a fast one. See you in a while. Home, sweet home. You're gonna love it, man. You are gonna love it. I need to build some sort of Panama Canal so I can raise the villagers, or whatever I bring actually, with the boat itself up to the normal, regular level of the surface. for another day. Just the mere thought of having to hold this guy around up to that upper level made me realize that I need these axes right there. Might as well make it somewhat pretty. The idea is put some soul sand blocks and then get the water up here. I'm making it up as I go, but I'm thinking signs to the sides, this one right here, and then have the one next to the other wall be the actual water that goes up and then just overspill over here. All right, let's test it out. It should work. That was easier than I expected. Now let's go with the light subject and see if it works just as well. It should, I don't see why not. Move it up. There we go. Nice. Aren't you a happy fellow? So yeah, that's the guy I have right now in here. See, that's an nitwit, because to the best of my knowledge you can use them to breed. And, as I found out, you kinda can, and I'll explain why. You see, the way it works for the villagers to breed is that they have to give each other food, but since this guy can't hold a profession, because, well, he's a nitwit, then he can't give stuff to the other villager, or it seems that the level that he produces is enough for himself, but not enough to give him to the other. This guy can't keep up for both. So what I had to do so far to make this work is to provide him with bread, and only then he will breed. When he runs out, breeding stops. And after a couple of failures, one of the childs turned out to be this guy. And then a couple of these, a couple of the normal shirts, so I had to get rid of them. Sorry, man. But you, my friend, will be the new breeder, and then it will go on to its new position. Eventually. I also had a small nether adventure, mainly to find blaze rods and nether warts. I eventually found both, but despite my best efforts, I wasn't able to find a dual blaze spawner. So for now, I haven't set up a farm, and if I'm forced, I'll just use one of the ones I found. So now, the big moment, the big topic of today. Today, we are working on a very special iron farm. I got together all of the materials I could think of, all of the darkish and the stony materials, and I cleared out some area, right? This is going to be roughly the shape of it. I was going to continue it here, but I decided to expand it and make it better, make it look better, and to add a bit of spice to it. It's going to have a functionality that no other iron farm in the world has. It's going to be unique. But I realized that I have enough blackstone, so I'm going to go to the nether, get all of that, and then come back and get started. Now that is better. I have everything I need, and I got a bonus near close call. Yeah. Now, during this build, I'll take you along with me, but I'll skip a lot of it because it's going to be a big one. But I'll address some of the topics that usually come up with iron farms, as in, oh, my iron farm's not working, it's not producing anything, or stop spawning golems, what is going on? So I'll give the answers to all of it, okay? First off, we clear the area we need. In my case, it's going to be, I think, a 21 by 21 square for the core of the farm. Okay, I got the 3 villagers in. They're in the bed right now. And I have 1 farmer up there. I actually just got 2 and then just bred them up there. Now, the water, okay? You need to have in the corners, raise a bit like this, but then you can remove them. And all of them should converge, in the middle like this. We only got 1 more piece of the puzzle, which is the zombie that's going to be right there. I think it can also be a villager and should actually work better, but I don't have one nearby. And I happen to find a zombie right under here, and that is the closest I could get. I have 1 store also below in the lower level of the base. Hello. Oop. But yeah, I need to make a bubble later. I know it looks silly, but I need slime to make a stone generator, to make the stone bricks, to decorate the iron farm. The iron farm itself is already completed though. While I wait for the slimes, might as well just do something useful and feed the turtles. Hello, friendo. Looting is gonna make my day here. I need more. I need, I actually just need like 10. But since I'm here, I think I'm gonna stay for a while and collect a lot more, then go back and do the stone generator, and we'll see you then. Okay, I think I got it. I still need to play a bit with the timings, but overall, this is the design I made for the stone generator, sorry. There's some cobblestone here there. I think it's down to the timings and when I stop the usage. So let's test it out. Game mode survival. I'm using haste 2 and an efficiency 5 pick, and it kind of works. However, I don't need to min-max, I just need lots of stone. If I get the occasional cobble, I don't mind. I may tweak it a bit more, because yeah, timing is tricky, but it works. This is what we get. It's still pouring in from this harvest. And it's actually quite simple and quite compact. What I'm doing is... Oh, yeah. I have a clock here that is stopped, and it starts as soon as the player is on the pressure plate, so it turns this off and the clock can run again. Then this observer sends the pulse. This is the first one to activate, then this one is the second, and this one is the third. It's like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, but the timing is so tight because I want it to be efficient that yeah, you get the occasional cobble. I don't think anybody's going to need a tutorial on this, but I'll be quite fast to explain it, and if you do need some more detail, just ask me and I'll give you more details. So important things are the furnaces. These blocks cannot be moved, so we need one down below, mostly for protection, and the ones back here are also really important because they prevent these two units from pushing each other, right? So yeah, furnace here, and then the pistons. This is... normal piston, and the middle one is the sticky one. What they do is pull this one right here, this is the generated block. It's pulled, push, push. I will show you, see I made a small hole here so you can see it in action, in detail, right? Pull, push, push. In normal usage, this block would never disappear because you're not breaking here. See what happens? You can get a push from that side as well. On this one, I said furnace, but it can also be an obsidian. I use furnace because I'm probably gonna use furnaces. They are easier to harvest. And I don't know what else could be really necessary. Oh, this way. This here is also a furnace to prevent, again, any accidental push and pull from here. I don't think they're truly necessary, but yeah, just in case. And then the observers. This observers here powers this one. And then a tick, like 2 ticks later, the one in the top, and then it's the next one, the next wave that is gonna make the push of the block below. Quite simple. Yeah, just let me know if you need more details. Let's build it. So this is the area I prepared for it. It's right behind where the base is going to be, next to the iron farm. I'm not gonna show you the whole big. I think you saw enough of it on the creative world, so I'm gonna do a time lapse right now. This is gonna be super quick, but let's take a minute to let you know the plans I have for the island. I think next episode is going to be the base. I already designed most of it, the bigger bits list, because yeah, I make a lot of it as I go. As you can tell, I'm making the stone generator instead of the iron farm. You will see that a lot, sorry. I get sidetracked, it's part of who I am, sadly, and working on fixing it, but time. Okay. The bigger thing I want to work on relatively soon, and the reason why I'm making the stone generator and the iron farm, all of that, is the storage system and the crafting system. Essentially 2 pieces of the same puzzle, which is going to be really big, going to be quite complex, so I need to go slowly to explain it, and so maybe you want to follow along. Man, time lapses are boring. Invisible man again. Oh yes, dripstone. I don't have dripstone yet. Oh, I need to get it. Sorry, I got fed up with the time lapse. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do a small sanity check right here because, yeah, 2 modules don't have the same speed, so let's check. Okay. Well, the left side is moving. The left side keeps moving. Nothing on the right side. Oh, the repairs are missing. These are all 1. And then 1 more. Up here. The redstone, and that should do it. With the 3rd module completed, this should be finished. Small test. I don't have the same speed as a redstone testing world because I don't have haste 2 yet, and I have a beacon. But other than that, this is a pretty nice setup. It's not that big. I need to decorate it a bit, but yeah. I lost, as you saw, a couple of repeaters back here because I did put the water first and it washed away some of the rest. But it's okay. All good. Time to keep going. And of course, you can do cobblestone as well. If you want stone, you do silk touch. If you want cobblestone, you do a normal pickaxe, and that's it. Okay, welcome. The farm is finished completely. Let me give you a small tour. This is the main gate. We have a small selection of memorabilia. Call it memorabilia, let's call it. Yeah, this is how they are assembled. They have a fire core. And this one right here that's being processed. And I added some, I don't know, machinery, lava, decoration, things like that, right? Nothing here is functional. Nothing is functional here. This is the farmer. This is a dual type farm. It breeds villagers and it creates iron. Small door to get in. I think you've seen this before. There's a single zombie looking at me right now, but he should be looking at the villagers. Then there's 3 villagers and 1 that is solely for farming. He does not participate in the breeding process. Sad for him. Okay. And a tower right there. The tower is an essential part of the farm. It's non-negotiable, right? It's really important. Really important. As is the villager breeder. And with some redstone magic, the iron ends up right here crafted into blocks. Now let's go over the process. Right down below is the redstone. I have installed the FreeCam mode so I can show you better. So let's do that right now. Here. Okay, when a golem drops down, it will be killed by the lava blade. Items will go into this grid of hoppers and into this single dropper. If I can find it. This is really hard to use. There it is. And then a clock empties the dropper right away. Now this hopper right here is part of an item filter, right? With the only purpose of picking up the ingots. Now they will be sent down below through a line of hoppers and into an autocrafter and then shot up to the ice and into this second filter that is only for iron blocks. And then they will go into this dropper right here. Boom, boom, boom. And then this is a small clock setup contraption, call it whatever you want, to send any item in the dropper up through this line of droppers right here. All of them activate with a tick of difference, so any item goes pop, 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 pop to the surface. Now this wall right here has a purpose that I will show you in a minute, but essentially you can see that this light has a comparator, and if it turns on, this will never change and this can't trigger. So this is pretty much like an off switch. It's funny, I didn't need to go down if I was going to use the FreeCam. I will try to limit my use of that because this is only for showing, otherwise the game becomes really boring. You lose all of the exploration. So behind this, I'll cut this. There we go. You can see a comparator, and what this will do is trigger that wall back there. So if the chest is full, it will send a signal to this trapdoor right here that will make the wall change and send a change signal down below that will be picked up by the observer, and then this will turn on, essentially disabling the whole thing. So the purpose of that circuit is to ensure that I have a steady supply of iron here, but the rest of it continues away to the main storage system. So let's talk potential issues, right? One of the main ones is my farm stopped working because it's not producing golems anymore. So what do we do about that? Item number 1 is check your surroundings, check your caves. A golem may have spawned. So the goal of my friend Ron up there is to show you how close another golem can be and not cause any issues. So yeah, you do need to check, but you don't need to check far. Because the villagers check an area that is 16 by 16 by 16, and Ron back there is about 20 blocks away. But the area is a cube, so you need to check up, check down. So most often, like in my case when I was building this, more often than not, they will spawn up there. So what I did, let me show you, is add carpets to strategic places that we're going to have, a full block. Otherwise, I use stairs, slabs, or other things that prevented the spawn of the mobs. And as you can see, even with Ron, they do continue to spawn. Since golems should spawn every minute or so, this one was taking too long, so it's one of the cases that may happen. So when I go in, my goal is to make the zombie look at me and lose sight of the villagers so they can get some rest. They need to have slept at least once in the last 20 minutes, I think. I brought a bed so I can show you. Oh, right. I don't know how to play this game. So, as you can see, The change on the daylight sensor triggers the piston a couple times every time the light level changes, allowing the zombie to lose sight of the villagers so they can get a small rest. And that should somewhat solve the issue of them not sleeping in 20 minutes, but we would need to experiment with the timings to be absolutely sure. So if this ever stops working, then I'll need to double check this. But yeah, just take a small look. It's a really simple circuit. It's just taking a pulse every time it changes and sending it down briefly and then back up. And that's it, that's the whole farm. And now this is a really big step for us because this is what's going to allow us to make bigger and better things. So I did say that both the tower and the villager breeder are essential to the whole operation, right? Because you can't have a factory if you don't have fuel, right? Hey, you made it to the end screen. YouTube will be happy. Stay tuned for more. Bye!